You all might have seen the viral makeup application, the one layer method, coming around in the past month or so. And it's basically a method that we have been doing for years, but it's really cool to see it out in public and to see people really catching on to the idea of just one layer makeup. So I wanted to do half of my face with the one layer makeup method and then the other half of my face with traditional makeup, where I apply my foundation all over first, then I apply my contour on top, then my blush on top, and then my concealer on top, etc. With the one layer makeup method, I'll be placing these colors. I'll be using these 4 colors on both sides of my face, but I'll just be applying them differently. And I want to show you what they look like in comparison and see if you can spot the difference. But these are the 4 colors I'm going to use. I'm going to use my main highlight foundation color, my brightening concealer color, my contour, and then my lip and cheek color. I'm going to use that as my blush. So I'm going to give it a go and see how it turns out. A different brush than I normally use. This is an oldie but a goodie. This is a brush I absolutely love as well. You can do fairly light application with this, but it's a little more on the medium coverage end. But I'm using this primarily to blend for the side that I am going to be, well, for both sides actually, but I needed a little bit more of a stiffer brush to do the one layer makeup method, because I feel like when I put the dots on my face, it's harder to blend, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'll get going and you guys can see how this goes. So for starters, I will start with the regular application method, and I'm just going to apply my brush into my main highlight color right here, and I'm just going to dab my color on like so. So I'm just applying the makeup wherever I would normally put foundation, which is all over my face. I ended up not putting it underneath my eyes because I felt like I didn't need to. I felt like I could just do a little bit of concealer. But traditionally we would put foundation underneath our contour, underneath our blush, underneath our highlight, underneath our concealer, etc. I am doing this voiceover because my kids were being too loud and distracting. And then after I applied that foundation, I went in and put a little bit of extra concealer on some of my blemishes and just patting that all in. But you'll notice I have it underneath everything. I will have it underneath my contour and my blush. And this is the highlight concealer color that I'm putting underneath my eyes. I feel like it's a little bit too light to conceal my blemishes, but I do like this concealer for my eyes because it does brighten and it conceals all at the same time. So I'm still using less product on this side as well. And I'm using my finger because I'm just doing a one brush method with this. That's why you'll see me applying the concealer and extra foundation on my blemishes and under my eyes. And then now I'm applying my contour. You can also pinch this brush if you have the blush and bronzer brush and dip it into your contour. But again, just for simplicity, I'm just showing you where I'm putting the makeup. And you'll notice I did put that contour right on top of my foundation. And then I just go in and blend it with my blush and bronzer brush with the dense side, and I am blending it upward and outward. And then of course I put the contour on my forehead as well. I did put foundation on my entire forehead on this side of my face, and then my jawline, I want to create a little less jowls that I've got as I age here. Now I'm going in with my baby watermelon, my blush color, and I'm just sticking it right on top of that foundation and melding it together with the contour so that it has like a seamless look. So they kind of just go together, and more of a patting motion, and I want to just make sure I get it right in the area that I want it. Blush to me just adds so much more for my face specifically. And that side's done. This is the side that I will be doing next. So this side is done the traditional way, where I have my foundation first, then my contour on top, then my blush on top. Now I'm going to do this side where I just place the colors in the areas that I need them, so I'm just doing one layer. Even this side is fairly light compared to, I would say, average makeup in general, but I wanted to just show you the difference between application and show you what it looks like. So there's this side, and this is what this side looks like right now without any makeup. All right, so I'm going to apply my main foundation color, and I'm just going to apply it in the areas that I need it. I'm not going to apply it everywhere. I'm not going to apply it where I'm going to put contour. I will just show you where I'm going to apply it. So you'll see that I'm just putting it where my beard and mustache area are, and a little bit up on my cheeks where I have a little bit of redness, and that's primarily where I'll put that main highlight color, and a little bit above where my contour and blush go because I get some redness on the side of my, kind of below my temple. And now I'm using that brightening color and just applying it under my eyes. and I put a little bit above my eyebrows. I felt like there was some dinginess going on there with some freckles. And then my contour, just following my cheekbone and bringing that over just like I did on the other side. But you'll notice that I don't have any foundation on my underneath my contour on this side, either on my cheekbone or on my forehead. So again, we are just taking the colors and placing them side by side, and then blending them on their own and then together in a way that's very seamless and very natural. And then just my blush as the last final touch. I'm gonna blend it. So I've got my main foundation highlight color, my brightening color, got my contour and a little bit of contour, and then some blush. I'm gonna start with the lightest colors first, so my main foundation and my highlight brightening color. And I'm just going to blend it in. And anywhere that I feel like I need a little bit more coverage, of course, I can put a little bit on my brush, or I can go back in and do some concealing. But generally, this is going to be just one layer. And typically when I'm doing this one layer method, I apply the colors on my brush and then put them on my face. I don't usually put them on with my fingers, but for the sake of simplicity and example, and what you've seen going on around on the internet, this is a simple way to show you where the makeup placement is, so it's very easy to do it on your own. So, and when I do it with my finger, the makeup is a little bit stiffer. It does warm up with my skin and the warmth of my skin, but I just felt like I need a stiffer brush for this application. And also, as my makeup gets, as I've had it over time, I have to go and warm it up and get it to soften up just a little bit so that it applies seamlessly. I feel like I have more blush on this side than this side, so I'm just going to even it up a little bit. Okay, so the side by side, you can see what they look like. This is the regular traditional way where I have a layer upon a layer upon a layer. This is the one layer method, the viral one layer method that you see going around. Look how similar they look, and look how good that just having one layer of makeup looks. To me, it's equally as beautiful as having the layers. And if you see me in person, you will see less makeup texture. You will inevitably get less creasing. Of course, if you set your makeup, you're going to have less creasing, but it's going to look less cakey. It's going to feel lighter weight, and overall, it's just going to look more like skin. So it's such a great option. I love it so much, but I just wanted to show you a side-by-side of application and how much different the application is, but how the turnout is just very, very similar. So if you guys like this, or if you guys have tried this, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more videos that like this, then please subscribe. I will see you guys next week with another video. Thanks for watching. Bye.